Yeah, I say embrace the chaos, you know.
Brent Venable and the Sooners beat the Longhorns in a chaotic game in big board sports. The Cotton Bowl was jam-packed for the 119th edition of the Red River rivalry. In the first 6 minutes was chaotic with 2 interceptions, a trick play, a fumble that wasn't, and a blocked punt for a touchdown. It was wild until the very end. Fourth quarter, the handoff goes to Jonathan Brooks. He cuts back inside, then breaks off a 29-yard touchdown for Texas, tying this at 27 with some 6 minutes ago. Texas would kick a field goal and take the lead 30-27 with a $1:17 remaining. But the Sooners respond. Dylan Gabriel finds Nick Anderson for what turns out to be the game-winning touchdown with 15 seconds left. A Texas Hail Mary was no good, and the 12th-ranked Sooners beat number 3 Texas 34-30. KSAT 12 Sports' Mary Rominger was there, and she has more.
The Red River rivalry is as close as you can get to a mid-season playoff-like atmosphere. Oklahoma game planned well for a Texas offense that lacked in red zone efficiency and extending plays. And after losing their starting center, Mark Majors, on the first drive of the game, the Longhorns found themselves at a disadvantage early.
It's always difficult when you lose your center as early as we did, and I commend Connor Robertson stepping in. First time he's in real action like that.
You know, I think this year they got a lot more confidence in themselves. And, you know, they had some guys back that weren't able to play last year. But, yeah, I mean, they were better defense than last year, obviously.
Despite a touchdown on special teams that kept Texas in the game, the Longhorns struggled down the stretch, and with 1 minute and 17 seconds remaining and the lead, while Oklahoma had 0 timeouts, the defense folded.
Momentum is a delicate thing, you know, and when you have momentum, it's great.
To get to 6-0 against a really good Texas football team that's well coached and got a bunch of great players, and they laid it all on the line as well. Just really, it was fun to be a part of.
Now this win will go a long way for Oklahoma, who played a weaker schedule entering week 6 compared to the Longhorns. And now Texas takes this disappointing loss into the bye week. From the Cotton Bowl, Mary Rominger, KSAT 12 Sports.
Thank you, Mary. UTSA opened up American Athletic Conference play at the Temple Owls today, tied at 21-all. The Roadrunners pulled away from there. Robert Henry gets the ball and scores a 6-yard touchdown, and the Roadrunners lead 28-21. He had a game-high 78 yards and 2 touchdowns. Frank Harris is back, and Dude passed for 338 yards and 3 touchdowns, including this 40-yarder to Tyke Ogle Kellogg. UTSA wins 49-34, snapping a 2-game slide. In more local scores, Louisiana beat Texas State 34-30, and Incarnate Word defeated Southeastern Louisiana 33-26. TLU falls to Mary Hardin Baylor 55-21. I'll get it. And Trinity beats Center 31-3. There was an alien in the stands for the Spurs free silver and black scrimmage at the Frost Bank Center tonight, and fans were there, of course, to see the man LeBron dubbed an alien, Victor Wembanyama. And check out Wemby showing off his handles before splashing a 3. And then the Rook thrilled a lot of kids by signing their items after the game. It was a great night for Wemby.
It was really good. You know, felt so. I mean, it really warmed my heart to see that every time a player of our team stepped on the court, they almost had a standing ovation. Really, it's all I expected, but it still feels good.
All right, so we've got BGC, MLB, and A&M later in sports.
That was good. That's a hard one.
Hey, just got to laugh it off, right?
That's
Love
right.
you, Larry.
He's warmed up. He'll be perfect next time.
We'll be right back.
Welcome back. An Asian buffet that barely passed a health inspection earlier this year failed their August inspection, but the owner told me this week he's made some major changes since then. I also went back to a Chinese restaurant that has had some repeated problems behind their kitchen door. Kin's Cafe, located in the 7800 block of I-35 South, got a failing score of 68 on their August health inspection. That's 3 points lower than the score they got earlier this year when they were first featured on BKD. Food kept at improper temps had to be thrown out. Fly traps were found above a food prep area, while a metal tray was found stacked on top of ready-to-eat meat. An employee cooking meats couldn't answer the inspector's questions about food temperatures. The interior of the ice machine had a buildup of black and yellow residue. They were told to remove all dead pests and show proof of pest control receipts. They were also told to stop using old cans to store food items. Several violations were repeats. It had been several weeks since the failed inspection, so I stopped by this week to see if the business had made any improvement. Owner Ricky Liu says he's disappointed by the low scores, pinning much of the blame on a former manager he let go.
She don't care about the business. We fire her, and we also talked to the inspector Rose. Okay. She will check it. She come back, respect it again. She say everything okay.
Liu says he's hired a new manager and has taken a more hands-on role with the business. He says they're getting monthly pest control services and hopes to have a higher score at their next inspection. Beijing Express, located in the 8,000 block of Marbach, has been featured on BKD multiple times, most recently this past March when they had a 70. They improved a few points up to a 76 on their August inspection. All of the food in a cold hold unit was too warm. None of the employees washed their hands during the inspection. All of the equipment needed to be cleaned top to bottom, and the entire business was in need of a good cleaning. A side door was found left open, and we also found a door wide open when we stopped by. I tried to ask some questions. This employee at the front desk said she would get a manager, but a few minutes later asked us to leave.
Do you want to? Will somebody talk to me about your scores?
No. According to health department records, the last time the business had a score above 80 was way back in September of 2019 when they got an 82. For Behind the Kitchen Door, Tim Gerber, KSAT 12 News.
Now to Washington, D.C., where the Board of Elections is investigating a possible data breach of voter data. The board says a hacking group told them Thursday they claimed to breach voter records. Now the FBI and Department of Homeland Security are investigating. Those voting records were reportedly accessed through a website hosting provider used by the elections agency. But the board says internal databases were not compromised. That website has also been taken down as a precaution.
In New York, police are investigating a deadly stabbing between two teenage boys they say was most likely gang-related. It happened on a public bus after witnesses say the 13 and 14-year-old boys got into an argument. One of those teens stabbed the other in the chest and ran away, but was apprehended by a retired NYPD sergeant that just happened to be there and step in. That 13-year-old boy who was stabbed was rushed to a hospital and has since been pronounced dead. The 14-year-old boy who was arrested is now facing a murder charge.
In Reno, Nevada, 7 people are recovering after being shot in an apartment complex overnight. Police responded before midnight local time to find all of those people in various conditions. 3 are teenagers. Police have not released any info about a possible suspect. They say the shooting most likely stemmed from an ongoing dispute between those victims.
And a Florida teen facing charges after police found written shooting spree threats inside a car during a traffic stop. 19-year-old Harry Horton originally pulled over for a busted headlight, but was taken in for a mental health evaluation after police searched his car and found shooting threats targeting his former high school. Those officers also found a threat showing he allegedly intended to go on a stabbing spree at a Miami area church. He's now being held in jail on a $1 million bond.
As the eclipse approaches, a retired teacher is trying to keep people's eyes protected while also giving back. That story and another look at the weather next on the Nightbeat. We are exactly a week away from the Ring of Fire eclipse. You probably heard from us that you'll need the right glasses to see it safely.
And if you are looking to get a pair, a retired San Antonio teacher has you covered. Camelia Juarez tells us how his solar eclipse glasses business will help out people in our community.
We are ready to go. We are ready to meet the demands.
Frank Badrack says the American Solar Eclipse Company has plenty of glasses in stock. He got the idea to start the business during the 2017 eclipse when he saw lots of fraudulent glasses being sold.
I researched a great deal on where to have our glasses made, and American Paper Optics, they've been doing this for over 30 years.
To make sure that your solar eclipse glasses are legitimate, make sure that you check the inside for this ISO certification, or you can go online to the American Astronomical Society's website. There they have a list of certified solar eclipse glasses. Since there will be 2 eclipses in Texas, the annular eclipse next Saturday around 11:30 and the total eclipse in April, Badarek says it was an opportunity to make money, but also give back.
This crazy idea got some legs, and now it's running. So we're just happy that we can give back to the community.
Nearly 20% of the sales will go to the San Antonio Food Bank or a local high school band. That option will be up to the purchaser.
You're feeding almost 20 people every time somebody buys a pair of solar eclipse glasses.
Badarek was a former band director and director of fine arts in the Cibolo Shirts area for many years. That's why a portion of the profits that go to the high school band in our area will help with new equipment, uniforms, and food for bands during away games.
There's a huge umbrella out there for that. The way school budgets are set up, they have a lot of time limited funding to do what they need to do.
Camelia Juarez, KSAT 12 News.
And KSAT is your eclipse authority. On Saturday, October 14th, beginning at 9 a.m., we'll have coverage of the eclipse right here on KSAT. If you want to see more of our stories leading up to that eclipse, just scan the QR code on your screen.
Yep, we are getting super excited. The weather team has a ton of content that's going to be airing throughout the upcoming week for that as well. Mike's going to be in Uvalde for the Stellar Fest that Saturday. I'm going to be in Floresville, hanging out with everybody at the Peanut Festival, watching the eclipse. We are so pumped about it. 7 days away. Again, this annular eclipse is the Ring of Fire. Then we'll see the total eclipse happen in April of next year, in about 6 months' time. So the moon's going to move in front of the sun. We see that Ring of Fire take shape. Definitely plan on getting those glasses because, yes, they are important and you do need them. Here's when we are expecting the peak of the eclipse to start. This is about 11:50, moving into portions of the Hill Country, Junction, Rock Springs, stretching over to Carta Valley, closer to San Antonio by about 11:53 a.m. That Saturday, October 14th. Same for Bernie, Hondo, as well as Divine. And then that's going to continue working its way farther off to the southeast down the I-37 corridor as we get a little bit closer to the top of the noon hour. Hopefully we don't have any clouds out there. It's looking okay as of right now. We did have some clouds earlier this evening, though, which made for a stellar sunset across South Central Texas. We're going to show you some of those KSAT Connect photos after the break.
So Tim's in a really good mood, so I feel like maybe we should
have nice weather all the time?
Be ready for that. I don't know. It's like, it's a little weird.
It might be a little too good to be true, maybe.
It's not, though. Your forecast says it's going to be a good week, so we're all going to have a good week.
It's going to be fine. Yes, because we've got low humidity still in store tomorrow. It is going to start to creep back into next week, but we do have another front in the 7-day forecast, so that will help out, especially by next weekend. Okay, I do want to show you some KSAT Connect photos that we had sent in. We had dozens of photos sent in of the sunset this evening. We had some mid to upper level clouds in place. Combine that with the sun setting and just vibrant colors out there. This was sent in from Elena Johnson in Pipe Creek. This one from Christine in Bernie. Absolutely beautiful there. And then over in Comal County, another beautiful sunset from Canyon Lake. Thank you to everybody that sent in your photos. Hopefully we will have some more nice sunsets in the days ahead and nice weather. Beautiful second half of the weekend in store tomorrow. Again, starting off in the upper 50s here in San Antonio. First thing Sunday morning, and then highs topping off near about 80 degrees. Low humidity for our Sunday. Enjoy that because it is going to return next week, especially by Tuesday. Temperatures will start to warm just a little bit, but as we also see some Pacific moisture work back in, a few rain chances return as early as Tuesday, and then we'll we'll monitor that late week cold front that looks to move in by Friday. But first, here's a look at your temperatures in and around the San Antonio area right now. Cooling pretty nicely, especially across portions of the hill country. Upper 50s right now already for places like Kerrville, stretching over to Comforts. Likely going to see those morning lows bottom out in the low 50s there by tomorrow morning. And the reason being is because of this drier air. Look at our dew points, which is how we measure the low level moisture in the atmosphere, currently in the 40s, very much in that dry category. And again, that's still going to be the case tomorrow. Monday will be pleasant in terms of the humidity levels, but we will start to see a bit more of that moisture move back in, and then even more of that works in, especially by Tuesday. So let's time it out. Again, 50s expected for most of us by wake up time tomorrow. A few low 60s possible across our far southwestern county, 62 in Cotulla, stretching over to Eagle Pass. Around 58 for us here in San Antonio, 72 at lunchtime, partly cloudy skies, 80 degrees that forecast high with low humidity, 79 in Gonzales, 80 in New Braunfels, 78 out west in Uvalde. And again, we will start to see those temperatures warm up for the most part, especially by Thursday before we try to work that second front in here. But before we can get there, as we do see some of that Pacific moisture work back in, by Tuesday, we've got about a 30% chance for a few downpours that could linger into Wednesday morning as well. Before that works farther off to the east, then we see that second area of low pressure approach by Friday, and that will try to drag the front in here. And then behind it, it does look like skies will start to clear just in time for Saturday. Something to definitely check back in on, but until then, enjoy tomorrow because it is once again going to be another stunning fall day, guys.
I'll be working outside.
The Gerber mood tracker there is excellent Sunday and Monday. A little iffy midweek, but back to excellent.
I'm going to work on a graphic for Tim, like a little roller coaster of emotions.
Faces, yeah.
That would be amazing. I think it's best that the best temperatures are on the weekends when we're with him.
Absolutely. Here's Larry with some more good news about high school football.
Yeah, so we had 3 games today. 2 of them were 2 o'clock in the afternoon kickoffs. One of those games featured number 2 Reagan taking on Madison. And in baseball, Josh Young is certainly shining this postseason. Coming up.